Hello again, I'm back with another video of Sonic Triple Trouble, the 8-bit Sonic game for the Game Gear, released in 1994. I've already done a playthrough as Tails, I'm now playing it again, this time I'm going to play as Sonic. The Sonic version is a tiny bit harder because he can't fly, but essentially it's kind of the same. Very nice title screen for the Game Gear. Yeah, the graphics are definitely an improvement over the previous games. So yes, I'm going to be playing this one as Sonic. Triple Trouble was known as Sonic and Tails 2 in Japan. And the first zone is the Great Turquoise. We've had Turquoise Hill in Sonic Chaos, and now we're back to Turquoise again. I'm not sure why, really. So, I think you can already tell that just the graphics generally look a lot better in Triple Trouble compared to Sonic Chaos. They've redrawn all the sprites for Sonic and Tails. Kind of a unique look for Sonic, I think. That is quite nice. I think the background art is very good. Yeah, I think compare it to like you know, Sonic 1 or Sonic 2, I think the graphics have come quite a long way. There's also not as much slowdown, so kind of a technical accomplishment as well there. It does still feel a little bit slow and sluggish in places, although part of that, I gather, is intentional. Sonic seems to have a bit more weight to him. You know, he's a little bit slower on the acceleration, to rely a lot more on spin dashes to get around. But you can go into a ball from a spring, which is a brand new move for this game. I spoke about this in the Tails playthrough video, but yeah, there's a few little changes to how things work. If you roll off the end of a cliff like that... Oh, actually, no. If you roll off a cliff, you stay in a ball. Let me try that again. Okay, but if you spin dash off a cliff, you come out of the roll, which you don't normally do in Sonic games. But obviously, you know, you could then go back into a roll by pressing the jump button in the air. So, yeah, bit of a strange change out. Not really sure why they did that. It does catch me out occasionally. I sort of fall onto enemies instead of rolling onto them. But it can be quite useful. Also, if you get hit in this game, you don't lose all of your rings. You only lose 30 rings. So... I'm going to try and get all the Chaos Emeralds. There's one up here. I need to stay on top of these trees. There we go. So Chaos Emeralds are now in these item boxes. You break them open, you jump through the portal. And there's two types of special stage. There's this type, which is kind of like an obstacle course. You've got to get to the end. And then there's the other type, which is like an aeroplane pseudo 3D flying level. Yeah, if you've not seen my Tails video, check it out. I did manage to get all the Chaos Emeralds as Tails, though it was a bit touch and go a few times. It's a much more... I think it's a much better method of getting the Chaos Emeralds than it was in Sonic Chaos, because in Sonic Chaos, you just collected 100 rings. Wherever you were, it would take you to the special stage, and it would skip the rest of the level. Whereas in this one, you've actually got to search out the boxes and find them. And once you complete the special stage, you return to the level you were on, and then finish the level. So, seems a bit more of a sensible way of doing it. Sonic Chaos was a bit weird, I've got to say. quite difficult to get up here. There we go. So this is Knack the Weasel, or Fang the Sniper. He had a different name in certain games. I don't know if this was the first game he appeared in, but he was also in the Sonic Fighters arcade game, where he was called Fang, I believe. I know him from the UK Sonic the Comic series, the Fleetway comics, back in the 90s, noughties. Yeah, he was a character in there, in part of the Chaotix crew, and then he betrays them. That was a good comic. I enjoyed it. So there is a Chaos Emerald box in every act. I fully intend to get every one if I can. I know where the first few are. After like the third or fourth zone, I'm not entirely sure where they are. So I'm going to try and get them as early as possible. So the Chaos Emerald box in this one is actually on the lower route, not the higher route. So once I've got enough rings, I'm gonna take the lower route, go down and try and get that. So Sonic can use these little hoverboard things. Not quite sure why I'd want to do that, but just missed a load of rings, man. Really should be taking the lower route here. The way the game handles slopes is a little bit different from how the Mega Drive games handle slopes. You actually go into a kind of jump when you reach the apex. You're not quite connected to it anymore. It's probably because the system has to use simpler physics. So yeah, they kind of changed how the physics work. It's almost the same. It's, you know, it's an approximation. I think I want to go through secret tunnel here somewhere. Might be here. No. It's definitely a lower route somewhere. That's a checkpoint box. Right, try here. There we go. So you only need 50 rings to activate the Chaos Emerald box. If you don't have 50 rings when you hit the box, it just doesn't do anything. So there we go. Special stage number 2. So this is a kind of pseudo 3D into the screen flying stage. Just gotta collect rings. Doesn't matter too much if you hit the bombs, they just kind of paralyze you for a second. Can be quite difficult because, I mean, obviously the system can't really do 3D, so it's kind of animating or scaling these rings coming towards you as best it can. But you really don't get a lot of time to react. But there we go, it's done. You know, it's like as soon as you see the ring, it's pretty much on top of you, so... But still, I haven't actually failed any of those aeroplane levels yet, so I'm not too concerned. we go. Didn't even hit the ground. Knack the Weasel or Fang the Sniper will try to stop you from getting the emeralds. I think the storyline is that he's like a treasure hunter or something. He's after the emeralds, so he tries to stop you. If you've got Knuckles trying to stop you at the end of each zone, and then you've got, you know, Dr. Robotnik and Metal Sonic trying to stop you. I think that's why the game is called Triple Trouble. I could be wrong. Although personally, I prefer the name Sonic and Tails too. I think it's a bit of a nicer name. Yeah, I'm not sure what spinning a Tails gets you. I think either a load of points or possibly a continue. I'm not sure. Well, I've got 2 continues. I think you get a continue with every Chaos Emerald you collect. I'm not sure about the rest. Right then. Act 3 is a boss level. It does give you the opportunity to collect some rings, which you should always do. I think that, if anything, is one of the things that makes the game slightly easier than Sonic 1 and Sonic 2, is that you can play bosses with rings. The first Sonic game in particular was very, very difficult. Oh well, and Sonic 2 really, just the bosses. You had to kind of do them perfectly without getting hit. Very difficult. So, this is an example of using the new turn into a ball from a spring mechanic. Hit him on the way up or on the way down. There we go, done. You don't turn into a ball for the entire duration of the drop though, so you've got to time it. Time your jump perfectly. So here's Knuckles, a bit like it in end of levels in Sonic 3. He comes and throws you into the next zone. But it's interesting that the kind of storyline of the 8-bit games kind of runs parallel to what was happening in the 16-bit games, because, you know, Knuckles is in this as the antagonist, but, you know, there's no Angel Island or Master Emerald or anything like that. It's a different storyline. I suppose if you had a Game Gear and this was your only experience of Sonic games, this would be your Sonic canon, for want of a better word. Although there is, and I spoke about this in my other video, there is a 16-bit fan remake of Sonic Triple Trouble, and they've changed it so that the story takes place after the events of Sonic 3 and Knuckles, with you know, a cool little twist as to why Knuckles is the villain. It's really good, actually. I'm probably going to do a video on that after this. Right, I think the Chaos Emerald is up high again. I think it's on top of a loop-the-loop somewhere. Try not to fall through those gaps. I need to be up high, really. I don't know, I don't like being down here. Let's go this way. There it is. I need a few more rings though. This will do it. Yeah. Okay. Most useful move in the game is that spin dash into a jump. Saved my life so many times. Right. Not really sure what those black things do. They don't seem to do anything actually, but... Right, this is slightly harder than the previous one. The platforming's a bit more awkward. Also, I'm not sure there's any time extension boxes, so you've pretty much just got your 90 seconds to do this, and that's it. Unless I'm missing some boxes somewhere, which is entirely possible. But I can do it. You've got these strange invisible platforms in the middle here that you've got to jump across. Plenty of time. There we go. Well, this is an easier fight. You've only got to hit him 3 times. Done. There we go. Funny, I thought the yellow Chaos Emerald was the one that Robotnik has. Maybe there's 2 yellows. Maybe one's orange. I don't know. But anyway, that's 3. There's only 2 more you need to collect because the last one you get at the end of the game. So, I think we're near the end of the level now. Yeah. So that little spin, dash and jump is a very, very useful move in the 8-bit Sonic games. Because unlike in the 16-bit Sonic games, you can control the speed of your jump. Whereas in the sort of Mega Drive Genesis games, if you do a jump after a roll, it kind of locks your momentum in and you can't really control the jump afterwards. But in, you know, the Game Gear games, you can. So it's a very, very useful move. Try and take the upper route again here if I can. Reason being the Chaos Emerald is on the upper route. There it is. Oh, it's another aeroplane level. For some reason this one is in space. I don't know why, but it does make seeing the rings a little bit harder. And also a bit quicker as well, I think. The gaps between them are less, so you'll completely miss those. Missed. I guess it's best to kind of stay in the middle as much as you can, so that you can you've got, you know, shortest distance to go left or right or up and down. But when you stay in the middle, you can't actually see anything. So nearly there. Come on, one more. One more. There we go. Right, oh yeah, this is the one with the, the rocket, okay. Do not want to lose now. There we go. Some nice little animations on that character. The way he sort of falls over and laughs at you and stuff like that. It's quite nice. And good animations in general, really, considering what the hardware this was running on. I have got one more Sonic game to play after this for the Game Gear. It's a surprising amount of Sonic games for the Game Gear. There were spin-offs, there were sort of games starring Tails, There was a... oh dear. Oh no. I hope I've still got the emerald. I hope that didn't reset anything there. I'm not sure now. Right, okay. I'm gonna have to run under the assumption that I didn't keep the emerald and I might have to go get it again. Because I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, what was I saying? Yes, surprising amount of sort of spin-off games and various Sonic games on the Game Gear. I'm not going to play all of them, but I am going to play the next one that this developer, Aspect, made, which was called Sonic Blast. But yes, I will get to that in due course. And now, I just want to... oh yeah, see look, it's now turned into a ring box, so I've already got it. That's fine then. There we go. Huh, spin again. Don't see that very often. So that kind of finished the act. You don't get a scorecard, it just goes straight into the next act. With this kind of cool scrolling train level. Nice little set piece. It's not a particularly interesting level, it's quite boring really. You do a couple of jumps and destroy some enemies. But it's quite nicely done. The sort of parallax scrolling effect is quite good. Unique bit of music as well. You know, these developers could have done anything. You know, they could have just phoned it in and just, you know, not bothered with fancy levels like this, but they didn't. And I kind of appreciate the effort they put into making these games as good as they could be and as unique as they could be. I mean, watch the animation on this train. I need that ring back. There you go. When he dies, look, his casing falls off. He's got like a little animated expression on his face. It's such a tiny little detail that they did not have to put in, but they did. Very cool. Anyway, on to, I don't know how you pronounce that. Meta Junglera? I don't know. I don't expect this playthrough to be much different from my Tails one, although I'm going a different way here. May not have enough rings if I go this way. Let's have a little look. The Chaos Emerald is quite near the beginning, so it's not quite enough. If I can get back to where I was now. Worth a try. Yes, I can. Let's go up here. There we go. The Chaos Emerald is just in here. Alright, this is a very, very tricky special stage now. So, here we go. With any luck, I won't have to do this more than once. Avoid those springs. You then gotta follow a zigzag pattern to get up on these invisible platforms. Trying to fall down where the waterfall is. No, wrong one. Okay, well, didn't think it'd be smooth sailing. Just get through the level now. Not really fussed about rings. I'm not sure what these things are meant to be. Are they like fruit or something? Pieces of bouncy fruit? I don't know. Alright, I'm just trying to remember where the Chaos Emerald is now in Act 2. Because I'm not sure. Oh, I remember. Yep, I know where it is. Right, yeah, gotta be a little bit careful getting to it. But I do remember where it is. Gonna need all the rings I can get here. Ow. Okay, right, I've got enough rings for now. Gotta try not to lose them. Easier said than done in this level. There's an enemy coming up that quite often gets me. There he is. Okay. Chaos Emerald is just along here. Use the pogo spring to jump up there. And from here we're going to go over to the right and straight through. Here we go. Fantastic. Okay, here we go again. Yeah, the two tricky bits here are the bit where you got to fall down the waterfall, and the bit right near the end where you've got to bounce over the sort of disappearing balloon things. The rest of it is fairly easy once you know where you're going. Here we go. Yes, we're good, okay. No! I don't believe it! Ah. I tried to go into a jump, but it didn't work. That is very annoying. Oh my goodness, okay. Right, well, that's it then for the jungle zone. I've got to do, I've got to find it in the snowy level. Yeah, not using the proper names. Robotnik Winter is next, isn't it? Robotnik Winter. Ah, that is really frustrating. No, I need that ring. Give me my damn ring back. Ah. That boss does not usually kill me. Bring it out. I want the, Oh, where are the rings? Can I seriously not get back up there? Oh my goodness. Ah. This playthrough is not going well. Damn it. Well, I'm not in danger of running out of lives, really, because I've got loads of continues, but still. Need to do better than this. Here we go. The only way I know to avoid the fire here is just to spin dash out of the way. There we go. Because you can't move, you can't walk out of the way quick enough. You don't have enough acceleration in this game. Sonic scraped through Act 3, that should say. Robotnik Winter. What an odd name for a level. I wonder if this level was still called this in Japan, or whether they called it Eggman Winter. Right. There's a snowboard item in this level. Only for Sonic though, Tails doesn't get this. Didn't really want to go down there. I'm going to go back the other way. Right, I'm going to pick up some rings. I've got to find this Chaos Emerald. There we go. I'm now going to take the lower route. Not this one. Is it this one? No. A bit further along. Right down here. Here we go. And there's your Chaos Emerald. Okay, here we go. Can't get up there now. Oh, damn it. Here we go. Right, spin and jump. Yes. Very careful here. Do not break these. Okay, now here's a really hard part. Come on, come on. Yes! Whew. That's it. Right, nearly there. Just gotta beat Knack. Ow. Takes about 16 hits, I think, to beat him. What I do like is when you beat him, you then hammer him into the ground. There we go. And stay down. That's it, and we won't see him again now until the end. Okay, there we go. That's a bit of a relief, actually, because finding Chaos Emeralds in the later levels is a bit of a pain. So, I'm glad I've got them all. Should be able to pretty much just speed through these levels now. More of a relaxed attitude to gathering rings and things. There we go. So a Chaos Emerald on the signpost at the end means you get 50 rings in the next level. Or you start with 50 rings in the next level. Which is pretty cool. There we go, 50 rings. I'll probably lose them. It's a bit of a tricky level, this one. Another snowboard section? Yeah. Not quite sure why you lose it on some springs, but not others. Still. I mean, it's interesting, because there's obviously a snowboard section in Sonic 3, but that's like almost a non-interactive little sort of cutscene. All you can do is just jump as you go down this hill. But in this game, they've like incorporated it into the level itself, which in many ways is more advanced, more clever than what they did on the Mega Drive. I think I want to go through here. Yeah. if I was going for the Chaos Emerald. I'm not actually sure where it is on this level. Fortunately, I've already got it, so do not have to worry about special stages anymore. This level, of course, is quite reminiscent of the Ice Cap Zone from Sonic 3. I think a lot of the levels in this were kind of inspired by Sonic 3's levels. Now, it really annoys me how the signpost section at the end of each level is kind of blocked by this tiny little bit of auto-scrolling. You can't just run past a signpost at full speed. You reach the edge of the screen and then the screen slowly scrolls across so you can only cross it at a slow speed. Why would they do that? It's very unsatisfying to get all the way to the end of the level, going really fast, and then suddenly the screen just stops you. This is quite a tricky little section, actually. Which is a constant stream of exploding penguins. I need that ring back. Quite difficult to hit him without hitting his flames, I think I'm hitting there. But once you've hit him about 3 times, one of his flames goes out. And then it's much easier. And that's basically it. Hit him once more to finish him off. Bye bye, giant robot penguin. Okay, I'm doing pretty well now, I think. Tidal Plant is a tricky level, as underwater levels often are. As I'm not worried about rings so much now, it's not going to be quite as difficult, but it is still quite a tricky level. And also, when you play as Sonic, you don't get the advantage that Tails has, where you can go around in a little submarine firing missiles. You do not get that advantage. Yeah, for Tails, normally there'd be a little submarine about here. But Sonic doesn't get that. The 8-bit games really did like their bubbles. Sonic trapped in a bubble. Kind of became a running theme. Get some air here. I've got nearly 100 rings. I might see if I can get that to 100. With an extra life. Here we go. Yeah, the 8-bit games like their... that bloody thing. 8-bit games like their bubbles, and they like their little tubes. Lots of tubes. Right. And into the tube here. To the end. Still a little bit of slowdown when the game tries to render the water surface, but it doesn't seem quite as bad as it did in the previous games. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what do you think? Let me know what you think your favourite of the 8-bit Sonic games is, because I think this is probably up there with. This is probably the best one. I would say. Maybe it's a little bit on the easy side, compared to Sonic 1, Sonic 2. But it's very well made. Production quality is good. Graphics are good for the Game Gear. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's probably my favourite one of the 4. Not really sure what the point of those. What would you call that? Scuba boots? Jet boots? Don't know. Not very helpful, really, but never mind. Those things are really annoying. Gotta be careful of these things that drop down as well. If I was looking for the Chaos Emerald now, it would be here. But because I've already got it, it is just a ring box. I don't think I wanted to go that way. Oh no. Or did I? Oh, maybe I did. Okay. I think I'm near the end of the level now. Yeah. Just as well, because I was about to drown. Okay, So if you're playing this as Tails, you start the level with a submarine, which does make it quite a bit easier. Because if you're playing as Sonic, you don't get that, and you have to fight on foot. Oh, I've lost all my rings. That's not good. I'm alright, I'm alright. It's pretty much a method for most bosses in this game. It's just pick up the same ring over and over again. That's it. I think that's the last time you see Knuckles as well until the end. I could be wrong. Does he turn up again? No, I don't think he does. Because it's, yeah, it's Atomic Destroyer now, so this is the last zone. The crazy, crazy music. Which is kind of excellent. Oh, and more tubes. This whole level is just tubes. Tubes and spikes and springs. Ah. I normally find the exit by accident. I'm not entirely sure where I'm going. It seems like the right way now. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I think I'm near the end. Ah. Ow. Alright, well I did pass a checkpoint box, so at least I'm not going right back to the start. Oh my goodness me. Need that ring back. I just died in the same place. Why is it so difficult to walk onto one of these? Here we go. That's it. Yep, there we go. It's alright, I'm doing fine. think Act 2 is harder and a lot more confusing. There's a lot more tubes. Oh no. I think I want to go over here. I think it's this way. Oh. Yeah, right, going the right way. These levels are they're very intricate. This level reminds me a lot of the Death Egg zone from Sonic & Knuckles. In terms of level design, the levels in this are probably the closest to the 16-bit games. I don't know if I'm going the right way anymore. We shall see. Ow. Right, I think I want to go through one of these. No. No. Definitely not this way, no. I go through that middle one somehow. Try this way, I guess. No, not that way. There we go. Wow. Purely by accident. That took me nearly 4 minutes. Right, well it's the final act now. So, let's do this. There's nothing I can actually do here, other than let Metal Sonic get me. And then we fight. It's a fairly easy fight, this one. Just gotta jump over him as he flies along the screen. Not a lot of screen space, I guess that's the only real difficulty here. Yeah, there was never a Master System version of this, at least not officially. Interesting to see what changes they would make if there was a Master System version. But presumably the game was optimised for the Game Gear. Yeah, optimised for the amount of screen space, optimised for the colour palette. You know, I think Game Gear can use twice as many colours as the Master System. Which is probably why the game looks better. Anyway, we are now approaching the end. Couple more bosses to fight. So that was the last checkpoint. So Knack the Weasel runs off, gets scared. Just gotta hit this thing about 10 times. And there he goes. But that's not the end of him yet. As long as you keep moving here, you're pretty safe. You've got just enough time to get out of the way before he launches his fire at you. There we go. Just gotta hit him once more. That's it. It's not over yet. This is now the hardest part. These little laser things just seem to be random. I don't think there's a pattern to them. But you just don't have the acceleration needed to escape them. This is an example, I think, where a larger screen area would help, because I can't see what side he's coming from. I just keep missing him. There he goes. That's it. It is done. There's the final emerald. See, look, it's yellow. I thought I already had the yellow one. Well, whatever. And so Sonic breaks Knuckles out of his little prison. Shake hands. And now they're allies. And that is it. Roll credits. There we go. Phew! Alright, well, thanks for joining me on this playthrough once again. As I say, there is one more Game Gear Sonic game that I'm going to play. But I'm also thinking of doing a video on the fan-made 16-bit remake of Sonic Triple Trouble, because I think it is excellent and well worth looking at. But yeah, as for Sonic Blast, that's one I've not played before, so I'm gonna give it a go. I'll give it a try. Give it a whirl. Correct me if I'm wrong, but this ending music, was this the first in the Game Gear titles anyway, the 8-bit titles, to use a kind of medley of music from the levels, from the zones? It's kind of a mashup of all the zone music. I mean, obviously the 16-bit games did that for most of them. But was this the first time the Game Gear game did that? I can't actually remember what the end music was for the previous ones. I think it was the first one to do it. Very similar to the sort of ending to Sonic and Knuckles, really, isn't it? Although I'm not sure what island that's supposed to be in the distance. Is it South Island, or... I don't know. Or maybe it is meant to be Angel Island, I don't know. I'm sure the instruction book that came with the game has like a bit of backstory and so on. But yeah, I don't have that. I am playing through emulation, just so we're clear. I'm not sitting here with an actual Game Gear in my hands. Anyway, so that is all for this video. Thank you for watching, hope you've enjoyed it. And yeah, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.